I'm here with Bruce Lafco. Now we're here at the Portrait Festival of Speed, and you gained our attention by this beautiful black beauty. So can you give us some information as to what exactly this is?
Well, actually, what we're looking at here is the new car in the industry. It's called the Aston Garret Carrera, and it's a cross between a 57 Carrera, a California hot rod, and a street legal race car. We offer 5 different engine choices in this car, starting out with 2 air-cooled engines, the high horsepower one being 240 horsepower with Weber's fuel injection and electronic system. Mm-hmm. We run that through a 4-speed transaxle, and this car with that 240 horsepower will top out at 140 miles an hour. This car is not what most people think it is, a kit car or a replica speedster. It is a custom-built car from the ground up.
Now what does that mean? Is it your own chassis?
Our own frames, our own suspensions, our own aerodynamics kit, including wheel wells, which Porsche never did in the early days, a complete aerodynamic pan underneath, so that this car starting at 70 miles an hour with these big flared fenders will just squat 1 inch closer to the ground and stay there. And then we offer the 3 water-cooled Subaru engines, and the high horsepower on the Subaru is 350 turbo.
Really?
That puts out, as I said, 350 horsepower. We run that through a Porsche 911 5-speed transmission, and that tops out at 165 miles an hour.
Have you tested that?
Now the beauty of this is not just the horsepower and not just the look, but it's got the performance to match it. We go into corners flat as a pancake, we go through corners flat, and we come out of corners flat. There is 0 torquing of the frame, 0 leaning of this car. You've got 10 inches of rubber in the rear, and you've got 8 inches of rubber in the front. The original 356s had 5-inch wide tires in the rear. It not only makes it look macho and sexy, but it serves a purpose.
Now let me ask you, when did this project start? When was this car conceived?
Like all good things, it's always over budget and over time. So we started this back in August of '05, and we just completed this car about 2 months ago.
Really?
So it's taken us basically 2.7 years to create the Aston Garret Carrera.
Now, are you coming out with the, you mentioned the Subaru engine in future models.
No, the next car built that will be done in about 4 months will have that Subaru 350 horsepower engine in. And then all cars are custom built. We don't sell any cars from an inventory position. Each one is matched with a choice of 5 different exterior colors.
Okay, what colors are those?
Okay, well, you're looking at a wonderful Bentley color right here called Black Diamond. We also have a wonderful ruby red, which is a cross between lighter than a burgundy, darker than a candy apple with metallic in it, which is gorgeous on this body. And then we have a deep blue metallic. Every one of our finishes are metallic. And then we leave 2 other options open, and it could be a Ferrari looking red, which is okay on this car, but we will not do white. White does not enhance this car. We're only doing colors that we know will look great on this car.
That's good.
Okay.
And so right now, is this car for sale, or are you going to actually...
This is the prototype 01 that will be used up and down California and into Arizona for the next year.
When you start producing cars, what price range are you looking at?
Okay, with the 240 horsepower with a 4-speed transaxle, we're looking at $76,000. For the 350 horsepower Subaru water-cooled engine, not air-cooled, run through the Porsche 5-speed tranny, we're looking at $88,000 to $90,000, depending on the option.
Cheaper than you would expect from something.
Absolutely. If you commission someone to build a custom car in Southern California today, they start it at a bargain basement of $100,000 and go all the way up to $250,000. Nobody's building custom cars in 4 months in Southern California. It takes 1.5 years to 2.5 years to build a custom car. Not at Aston Garret.
Well, Bruce, I thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Beautiful car.
Thank you.
Garage419. Bruce Tafco?
Lafco.
Lafco?
Lafco.
Lafco. Okay.
Bruce Lafco.
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 Lafco.